How are you?
I'm doing great.
Dayna Steele. I'm running to be your congresswoman. I was a rock and roll DJ.
Okay.
Turned speaker and writer and entrepreneur.
That's where I heard your name.
Yeah, I was on the radio all those years.
Steele told me that. He said, Barbara, is that the DJ we heard on the radio? I said, no, not right.
Yep, that was me. You know, I'm grateful you didn't say what most people say. They'll say, ooh, Dayna Steele, Dayna Steele. You know, there used to be an old DJ by that name. And I'm like, I'm not that old.
Well, see, I hate to say it, but I hadn't even heard of your name. I mean, I didn't see any advertisement.
Fuck. Sorry about that. What's good in the campaign?
Are you guys ready to go?
Well, they have a Beto sign and not a Dayna sign, so I would guess these are just the people we need to talk to.
What we've done is launched a massive field program a little bit early. Right now we have about 16 field staffers who are out there doing what's called direct voter contact. They are knocking doors, making phone calls, having real conversations, which is just the most effective way to actually reach a voter. And I think it's one of the best teams I've ever been a part of.
Very much almost more of a family than it is like, you know, just like I said, it's not a regular job. Part of it's because of the amount of time that you spend working together and just kind of the bonds that kind of forges, you know, or relationships that you oftentimes carry you for the rest of your life.
What's happened here?
What's happened here is that the guy that got hired as a field director has turned out to be not have the best interest of the campaign at heart.
There was some undermining going on and some sabotage. Those would be the words I would use. Undermining, then sabotage.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to jump in here. This guy was a viper, okay? I didn't like this guy from the second I met him. This guy was beginning to unhatch his plan, which was to essentially take Mitch's job, layer me out of the campaign by first telling all of his people that I was about to fire them.
And that I wasn't going to pay him, which was a lie.
Also the opposite. And he decamped them all to Florida to another campaign. Took $1,000 worth of gas cards and a bunch of other shit with him, and just left.
And it caused a lot of upheaval here. It caused a lot of angst and worry. I feel bad for the kids that followed him. He lied his ass off to them, and they're following him based on a lie. I don't feel bad for him. I'm a long-term, world-class grudge holder, and to the extent that I possibly can, I'm going to carry out that grudge.
It's been a weird week. We've had our personality conflicts. We've had our issues. We've all worked really, really, really hard. Thank you.
We had a long meeting tonight. It's a smaller team. We'll have to add back to it. I think now we can put together the right field program and the rest of the persuasion program so that we can really win. That was not going to be possible before. Now it's possible. So we're all together now. The people that are still here are really still here. And the people that are gone weren't the right people. It's proven by the fact that they're gone. We're going to win this.
It's time to eat again.
It's already been an hour.
Rice ball or turkey leg first?
One of the people that left, what they told me was that a district like this doesn't deserve a candidate as good as Dayna. And I had been pretty diplomatic, but I snapped. Fuck you. Brian Babin is my congressman. If anyone deserves a good candidate, it's me, it's everyone I know, it's this area. That just really gets under my skin, and you get that a lot from people who aren't from the South, maybe aren't from red areas, that, you know, why are we even wasting our time with these people? They don't deserve good governance. They don't deserve good representatives. Everyone who's still on the campaign is on it because we believe in each other. We believe in Dayna. We believe that this district deserves better.
Hey guys, how are ya? How are you? Well, I'm Dayna Steele. I'm running to be your congresswoman. Did you find a hot dog? Oh, I love hot dogs. I do. Now, I don't think we met.
Hi, my name is Shirley.
Hi, Shirley. Dayna
Nice to meet you.
Steele. I'm running to be your congresswoman.
Okay.
Can I steal a chair just long enough to stuff my face again? So what are the issues that drive you to vote?
Well, I'm not into elections, but taking care of your community is one of the top choices that I have. You have to look at the people that you serve and stand and serve them in all the community.
How are ya?
Good.
Yeah. Well, thanks
Who
for
are you
having
running
me.
against?
Brian Babin.
Y'all enjoy yourself.
All right. Oh, I had a rice ball. I'm happy now.
What we need to care about is the people, help them get jobs, and the education to get a job. Because I personally know a lot of single moms that they don't know where to go and get an education or job training to be able to support the kids.
I'm going to assume this is your child I'm holding that's saying mama.
This is my baby.
So what drives you to vote?
The economics here, like there's no jobs. I feel like that if you want to see change, sometimes you have to be that change that you want to see. So that pushed us to get into politics so that we can be a part of the decision making.
Hey, Scott, can I have a lemonade somewhere?
Do you want me to get you another water?
No, I want a lemonade.
Lemonade.
I want a lemonade. Do you need more cash? It's like having more sons. I just give everybody cash out of my purse and...
I think it's all about, what best supports our needs in this area. Education, to me, is always on the top of the list.
Okay, who decides that the glasses need to be this big? The cup and the straw are bigger than me.
Yeah.
It's like a little kid. I have to hold it like a child. My hands aren't as big. Actually, they're probably the same size as Donald Trump's. How you guys doing? Good. All right, I'll do a drumstick if it's ready.
Okay. Healthcare is very important, and I know healthcare brings jobs to the community. And we do have a very small, limited little hospital here, and we're very blessed to have that.
Yes, I agree.
I support legalizing some things because it actually helps with arthritis, rheumatoid, different things.
We could be planting it around here and it would grow like a weed.
That's right.
It would be big business.
And if we ate it naturally, how about that?
Yeah.
Would they put us in jail because we ate natural grass?
All right, I need to try some gator. I need to try your gator.
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. Scott, oh, purse holder.
But you have a purse holder?
I do. I'm Dayna. I'm running for Congress, so
Nice to meet you.
I don't get to hold anything because I have to hold food
Gator,
and
that's
shake
right.
hands.
Nice
There you go. Thank you. Everybody vote.
People shouldn't have to feel that my one vote's not going to really do anything. But to vote, I feel like it's good to be a part of something. Just get the people more involved.
In any type of elections or any type of decisions that are made, they also need to take care of the small communities. Remember that we're here and make sure that we're taken care of.
That looks like chicken. Oh, I love it, but it looks like chicken. So what's really going on?
Well, you have a lot of older people who are stuck in their ways, don't really want to see economic growth because it intimidates them. But you have a lot of young people here. My whole goal is to get them involved so we can get economic growth. Without economics, everything will die.
Well, and I want to make sure you get high-speed internet.
Okay.
We have a horrible time with internet. We're like the black hole of internet. My kids come home from school and try to do their homework, and they can't hardly do it. I mean, it's awful. We have to go somewhere else to let them do homework. That in itself is hard.
Now, see, I'm hungry again. I like to eat things at a festival that you can't get. It's gator on a stick. It's giant lemonade. I'm just trying to figure out what's next. What are they selling in those jugs? One of the things that I've enjoyed the most about this is the people that I've gotten to know that I never in a million years would have crossed paths with. It was lovely to meet all of you. Thank you for feeding me several times.
Thank you.
This is not about me. It's about me helping others. And then you meet the volunteers, the Rosies, the Kim Chris, the people like this. And you realize if they can do that for you, you can do this for them.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Good, how are y'all?
We're volunteers with the Dayna Steele campaign.
Yep.
She's running for U.S. Congress for our district out here. She's
Okay.
local, lives here. Would you mind if I leave some information?
Be great.
Oh, okay, great.
Have you heard of Dayna?
I have.
Think you're going to support her?
I don't know enough about it
Okay.
to say one way or the
DaynaSteele36.com. Great information.
Okay.
She'd love to earn your vote.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks for opening the door.
We are block walking not only to introduce Dayna, but we have information on all the Democrats running in the state of Texas in this area. And we're just trying to encourage people to get out and vote.
Yeah, there's some people that know nothing about the candidates. They're just getting started. So they appreciate having the literature. Gives them something, a website to go to, and just giving them a couple, 2 or 3 main points of interest that they might appeal to them. So it's all the information they could need.
The issue here in the general election is convincing people to vote at all. There are enough people with Democratic tendencies, if you will, in this district to flip it 3 times. We just need to convince them to actually vote, to motivate them to vote.
The 2 most important contacts are actually meeting the person face-to-face at the door or calling them and talking to them, because that relational contact then gives them a hook to then want to get out and vote. They're talking to somebody who is like them, especially the women. Oh my gosh, you should hear some of the comments. It's not even repeatable, of some women who are very upset.
So I've been a lifelong progressive, unabashed. As a woman of color, we are concerned about many of the policies. So that's one of the things that drives me, for sure. This is my first time.
Yes, I go out at least 5 times a week.
Okay, 3907 will be our next one. I hope it's not the house with the Ted Cruz sign. You willing to at least give it a try?
This one?
No.
The Ted Cruz one?
Yeah. No?
Are you kidding me?
I do sometimes, but okay.
I mean, seriously, if they're not strong enough to put a Ted Cruz,
Okay.
they would laugh at our face.
Yeah. Doors we knock on are people who are Democrat that we know because of how they voted in the primary. Sometimes we run into Republicans or non-Dayna supporters. We don't engage. We just say, okay, I'll mark that down. You mark them down as a no, and hey, have a good day.
Because you're only trying to reach people that you think might vote for your candidate. I mean, it's silly to go up to somebody and try to change. People don't change. People are pretty much born into their tribe. Dayna's running for Congress. Has Babin done anything for us out here? Yeah. Well, I'd appreciate your vote.
I think the biggest problem with today's society is that too many people are voting on what group you're in. Independent, Republican, Democrat, whatever. And a lot of the reason why we're in the position we're in is too many people voting for people based on what color they're in versus how well they'll do the job.
I really have trouble with the Democrats and Republicans fighting openly, attacking each other. There's a lot of things going on in both parties that I do not like. I turned Republican about maybe about 20 years ago. When I moved here in 1986, I was a registered Democrat. I've been a registered Republican now at least 20 years. I will say this, I have never voted a straight ticket in my life and probably never will. Everybody should look at everybody running. And I think people do not do that enough. But I will honestly say at this time I am supporting Mr. Babin. That could change when I see what Dayna is all about.
Where's our shot of whiskey?
I got some if you want.
Shot glasses are right there.
That's for after this.
Now, we met Ginger, I don't know, like 2-3 years ago, something like that, and just got talking. And last spring, Ginger said, "What are y'all doing tomorrow?" I said, "Nothing. Come over and let's go fishing."
We went fishing.
And we've been fishing and talking and having fun ever since.
I believe that the president is very much responsible for the division in this country because his tweets are always how bad the Democrats are. He's supposed to be a president for all of us. And when you rile up someone that someone is so bad, people are just going to react. My president says the Democrats are bad, so I hate you.
Okay, I see her point of view here.
You don't need to be tweeting.
I think tweets is the worst thing our president does. Get off that phone. Talk to people like you're supposed to talk to people as the President of the United States, representing every individual in this country. There's enough bad-mouthing in this world. Why can't we just, like we're sitting here, sit down and talk and enjoy life?
Just because I have a different feeling from you doesn't make me a bad person.
Ginger and I can sit and discuss almost any subject that you can think of, and neither one of us loses our temper.
Never.
We just sit and talk it out.
Never.
Whether we agree or disagree. I understand immigration. I believe in integration. This country was built by immigrants. but they came in properly, they worked hard, they obeyed the laws to become legal U.S. citizens. I have nothing against anyone coming to this country and doing this. I know people that have come to this country and are now legal citizens. I know people in this country that are illegal. But we need to get a control of the immigration. I think Congress is not doing their job, and I'm saying both parties, the Democrats and the Republicans, are not doing their jobs that we hired them to do by voting them into office.
My view on immigration is I believe that there should be a path to citizenship for DACA. And separating children at the border is one thing that I've cried many, many, many tears, because you're God's creature before you're an American. And you don't ever separate a child from their parents. I don't care what country you're from, you find a way.
No, we have the same viewpoint on the children. We both agree. We need to find a path for these children. There's got to be a way.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're the greatest country in the world. You know, we have brilliant people here. Why can't we figure something as simple as this?
I'm going to sound a little apocalyptic here, but I sometimes feel as though we're in a not yet shooting civil war in this country. I'm all for a good political argument. I love a good political argument. I can do it all night long. But just screaming names at each other and vile names, like shit that I say, except coming out of an 87-year-old woman's mouth, that's not good. It's very bad. It makes me feel bad for the country.
What I don't understand is that Republicans are all in charge, but they're still so mad. If you've got all the power with presidency, Congress, Senate, why are you still mad?
I do not understand the Republicans being so angry. I really do not. I'm not angry. I wasn't angry when I was a Democrat. I'm honestly. But I've learned to think and listen to people. You learn more by listening than you do by talking.
Absolutely.
Okay? These days, people get angry.
No, everybody gets angry.
They want to fight.
And there's just no common ground anymore. And I found it with Roger. But had it not been for them, I'm walking around thinking, why is everybody in Polk County so mean? Yeah. Then you get scared because everybody up here carries guns. So Democrats are scared in Polk County.
Some of our canvassers have come into to neighborhoods where there are a lot of signs warning that they'll be shot if they knock on the door, and they knock on the door anyway, and nobody's been shot yet. There have been some people who self-identified as Nazis, which was curious and a little bit disconcerting. We won't go back to those doors, but we're intentionally talking to people on the right side because we want to have that dialogue and have that crossover. And sometimes you run into people who are not open to that.
All right. Do we have stuff?
I have stuff.
I always carry dog bones. You have lit?
I do.
Okay. Ring doorbell. Don't do the ring doorbell. They can see you.
Yeah, if they see us, they may not want to talk to us.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Dayna Steele. I'm running to be your congresswoman. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great.
All right. Are you registered to vote?
Yes, I am.
Are you voting this election?
Yes, I am.
Are you voting Democrat?
You know, I've been a staunch long-term Republican, but I will have to say I'm pretty disappointed in Mr. Trump's representation of the moderate Republican, and I probably will be voting Democrat this year.
Well, you know what? I'm married to a moderate Republican, and I love to tell people, first of all, it's been 28 years, and that took a lot of reaching across the aisle and compromise with a Democrat and a Republican. But you know what? I'm just mad at all of them.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess's mess. So I hope maybe we can do some things to improve the situation and either get Mr. Trump out of there or put us in a position where at least we limit his ability to do anything devastating for our country for the next couple of years.
Well, I know exactly how you can do that.
Yeah, how can I do that?
Vote for me. Used to be on the radio.
I remember Dayna Steele from that, but I recognize the name for sure, but I didn't know it was the person.
And I'm sorry, your first name?
I'm Doug.
All right, Doug. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Good to meet you.
Take care, Doug. Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Really appreciate it. Thanks.
She connects with people at that level all the time, everywhere she goes. An extraordinary number of Republicans, I can't tell you how many times we've heard this, well, I'm no fan of Brian Babin's, but you're a Democrat. He's a Republican. And she talks to them for a little while, and people walk away and go, well, you know, we don't necessarily agree with her, but she certainly seems way more engaged than Brian Babin is. I bet you I could walk into her office on Capitol Hill, sit down and tell her what my problem was, and she'd see what she could do about it. I certainly don't get that vibe from the other guy at all. My despair here is that we can't have a half-hour conversation with every voter in the district, because there's not time to do that, and there never was. If everybody in this district got a chance to talk to her for 10 minutes or be in the same room with her, she'd win in a landslide. She would.
I have talked to some Republicans on the phone, and they are either angry right now about the Kavanaugh stuff that's going on, or they just don't want to talk, period. They have said that they don't know what they're going to do. They don't know who they're going to vote for because they are very upset with their own party and with Trump. Hi, this is Sherry Matula. How are you doing today? Yes, I am. Okay, I certainly will. Thank you. I should repeat what he said on the phone to me. Are you a Democrat? Yes. You son of a bitches need to take me off your roll. Okay.
I think Mr. Babin and Dayna need to get out here and talk to us more. Let's have more get-togethers. Let it answer questions, and don't badmouth your opponent. Let your actions speak for yourself.
Right, absolutely.
That's how I vote for people.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Chambers County Sheriff, along with our U.S. Representative, Brian Babin.
Hey, it's Brian.
Everybody line up in their Dayna Steele shirts. Where's
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian!
Good.
Good to see you again. Good. Got to be nice to everybody.
Dayna, she's a fantastic candidate, and I will say this to her total credit. I mean, Mitch is, and probably I have berated her about raising money for months. But to be fair to her, she's raised a shitload of money for this district. I mean, she's raised over $800,000, I think, which is phenomenal. It's crazy. And she's to be completely commended for that. I think we're gonna have some nice television, some nice, we're gonna have some nice spots. I think we are blessed a little bit in our opponent in that I think he's kind of a dope.
Texas has been under Republican control for 24 years. We are sure as hell going to try and change that this year. Her efforts that she is doing in her campaign, win or lose, will help candidates up and down the ballot who are voting because she is bringing out voters that have not been touched before, especially in her rural districts. Those districts needed her to come out and run this campaign.
Hi, how are you? Is that a Beto shirt? Are you wearing, I thought you were wearing a Beto shirt. How are you? I'm Dayna Steele. I'm running to be your congresswoman. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm the first Democrat on the ballot in 4 years and just out talking to everybody and saying hello. So you registered to vote?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll be right there under Beto on the ballot. So thank you. We have a list we're supposed to go by, but in these neighborhoods where half of them are gone, I just kind of talk to whoever's out on their porch or whoever has a car in the driveway. Hi, how are you? Just coming by to say hi. I'm Dayna Steele. I'm running to be your congresswoman. We're just coming out to see folks. How'd you do during Harvey?
I lost everything.
Okay, is this all new?
All
new.
I had to replace everything.
Yeah, you can see lots of new construction and then lots of homes that are just having to make do with whatever they have, and then lots of homes that have just been deserted.
We'll go try these ones, see if they're home. Well, some of these houses have been flooded. We have to see if they've moved back in yet.
Yeah.
This particular cul-de-sac flooded.
All these homes are flooded. And
So
some
we
of them have actually moved out.
We can try this one. Nobody?
Nobody.
All right, not home.
There's so many areas in 36 that are like Tarp City. And then you have this house right here. I don't know if it was Harvey. It was Harvey, it was Rita, or it was the flood somewhere in between. So addresses that they say are good Democratic targets. We just passed one, there's no longer a house there. So we're gonna go try 1212. And I remember to carry my dog bones with me.
She is a natural politician in a good way, not in a smarmy way. She is a people person. Her whole thing is about, what can I do to help?
How are you? I'm Dayna Steele. I'm running to be your congresswoman.
What's the problem? I'm listening to you. Let's figure out how to help it. That is a delight to work with. I mean, she sometimes will like shoot off in a couple directions like a rocket behind that. But having that as your primary set of instincts is fantastic. It's beautiful.
Would you like a sign for your yard? All right, we'll put a sign out. Thank you. It was nice to meet you. What next? You're gonna have to tell me where to go, Scott. We're at a Democratic fish fry.
Anahuac, Texas, home of Bum Phillips.
They just confirmed Kavanaugh.
Great. Let's go eat fish.
Is that the chef?
Joe Humphrey, what's your name?
Hey, Dayna Steele. I'm running to be your congresswoman.
You're the one I'm looking for.
I'm the one.
Glad you made it.
Thank you. I'm very excited to
looking
be
for,
here. I'm here for quality control.
All right.
Excuse me, pardon me. It's the official quality control coming in. Oh, see, here's the thing that's not fair. That Ted Cruz and John Cornyn and Brian Babin, they can come to something like this and be standing here with a beer bottle.
Exactly.
But if I stand here with a beer bottle, everybody goes, so I'm like...
Yeah. They know about it the next, not the next day, the next hour, next minute.
Yeah.
On social media.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's the thing about it.
That's good.
One of the things we've changed since the coup attempt in the campaign is, with the resources that we have, we are directing a huge portion of that toward white women in Harris County. If we could match the 2016 turnout, we could win. We could.
In 2016, the Democrats won Harris County by 160,000 votes. We have registered 235,000 new voters in the last year and a half here in Harris County. If we have 4 people in here, in just 2 hours, we have made up to 600 phone calls with just 4 people. So we are very mighty in what we are doing.
Since February, I've made almost 7,000 calls. I truly think that she can take this 26-point red district and she can win it. And so I'm working my heart out for her.
I am very optimistic. I'm seeing a huge groundswell of support. I've never seen so many Democratic yard signs out, and I've lived out here almost 20 years now.
Kim Christ has been a block walking animal. She has been a fundraising animal. I mean, it has been really, really incredible to see someone that I've known my entire life become this, this political force in the area in which I grew up. And to that end, the same can be said of Rosie, who we always joke that, you know, whenever she puts in a hard day's work, we add a 0 to her paycheck. It's just, unfortunately for her, the first number is also a 0, you know. If every campaign had a Rosie, specifically if every Democratic campaign had a Rosie, I think we're taking back the House, the Senate, and not too long the White House. So yeah, those are my feelings about Rosie Flanagan.
Okay, that is the end for this street.
Well, we could hit that kid's birthday party and see how many parents we can get.
The people that are working for me, the people that are volunteering, the people that I just met today that I've never met. There were about 6 people I'd never met. It was their first time. They've never block walked, but they really want to see a change. It is unbelievably humbling. I have said to my husband countless times, I never know how I'm going to thank all these people. I know I'm doing the right thing because there's so many people helping me do it. The one thing I am looking forward to is not having to wear a t-shirt every single day. It's beginning to feel a little Groundhog Day-ish.
The winner of District 36 is going to be decided by a minimal amount of separation votes. It's going to be a close race. What little bit I do know about Miss Dayna Steele, I like some of the things I know about her. I've not started her fully yet, but I will in the next week before I start voting, and I will vote next week, early voting. Mr. Babbitt, I'll be talking to him again. I'll be sending emails to both of them. I want to know, why should I vote for you? That's my question. Tell me why I should cast my vote for you. I'm going to ask both of them this question. And based on their answers, that's how I'm going to vote.
I'm voting for Dayna, and the one and only reason that I'm voting for Dayna is in our rural part of this world, we have terrible health care, we have terrible education, and we don't have that many jobs in this county. We need to pour as much money as we can into this country to be a world leader by making our people smart. Education is number one in my book.
Yes, I agree.
Forget the party. We are a country.
We're a country.
We need to work together and unite like we've always been in my life.
Treat people how you would want to be treated. That's in our Bible.
The golden rule.
You know where we're going when this is over? We're going to go have a couple of drinks of whiskey down at the bar. You want to come join us? I got the first round.
When you spend time in space, the more you have this perspective on our planet. You see continents, not countries, and it makes you think that we are all in this thing called humanity together. We have a lot of issues, and the way to solve issues is by teamwork. I was an astronaut for 20 years, and we did not do anything without doing it together as a team. And that's how you solve problems. And when you have that perspective from Earth from space, I think it changes you. There were times when I can remember flying over the Mediterranean in the summertime when I was on the space station for a year. You know, the continent of Africa and the colors. And then at night I would watch the news, and you'd see, these refugees from Africa, even little kids, just, washing up on shore there. And you think, how can we be so capable of doing such amazing things and we can't fix those kind of problems? It seems like it should be easier, and I think the only way we can do it is working together and, recognizing we're all in this together and helping each other out.
My dream scenario right now would be just all of a sudden moderate Republicans who are just fed up with what's happened with the dishonesty and the lies and the lack of empathy and compassion. The independents who aren't sure what to do, the undecideds who aren't sure what to do, that they all just wake up one morning and go, you know what? Dayna, she's the one.
My ideal day in this would be to win, obviously. And if we win, it's going to be not by much. It's going to be very close. And it's going to be probably the flukiest, strangest outcome of the entire cycle in the entire country, okay? It will be the one people point out and go, oh shit, something really did happen this year. I would be very happy with any outcome as long as I felt that we ran a race that fairly represented Dayna to the people that live here. And I'm running to win, and it's going to require a little bit of luck.
I get to go eat chicken fried steak now because I've been walking.
Well, that's the one thing about the campaign trail is you certainly never get to eat, do you?
That's right. I'm going to waste away to nothing.